This is Andy Poor for Boxing Social in association with Brett Fred, and I'm joined by Aqib Fiaz up here in Manchester. Aqib, how you doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, mate. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm ticking over. I'm all good. It's been a busy few weeks trying to get back into the swing of things. Obviously, January is a bit of a dry month for the boxing world. So how have you found being back in camp?
Yeah, I stayed ticking over in that. I boxed early December and then I started training again probably middle of December. Stayed ticking over, yeah. So back in camp now. Looking forward to my next fight.
Talk about the beginning of your professional career, obviously 4-0 now. How have you found the start to life as a professional?
I've not been a pro for like 12 months yet, but I feel like I've come on so much. As you can see, my performances, my last performance probably my best, first 6-rounder. And I feel like the more rounds I do, the better I'll get as well.
Obviously still so young as well. How are you finding the experiences and just managing the expectations around you when people hear about the fact you've obviously been sparring with Frampton, his main sparring partner for the Josh Warrington fight. You're in amongst the likes of Rocky Fielding, Martin Murray, Jack Cattrall, the list goes on. How do you kind of manage that expectation?
It doesn't really matter to me. I just take each fight as it comes. Take it as it comes, and every fight, you come with different problems and different responsibilities and stuff on the night. I'm just getting them right every time, that's it. Just taking one fight at a time, because it's not a very long career, is it? So.
I was speaking to Jamie earlier, and Jamie mentioned that he doesn't like to give you just journeymen, as they're called. He doesn't want you just to go out there and have those types of fights where you won't really feel like you'll learn much or you'll gain much from the experience. He's giving you a couple of tough fights at the beginning of your career. How have you found that experience? Do you feel that that's been beneficial for you? Do you feel that maybe you need a few fights against the so-called journeyman just to adjust a bit more to professional style? What's your thoughts?
No, because I get world-class sparring, so there's no point in dropping the level right down when you're going into your fights, because then it's just like it's that sort of feeling of not really knowing what to do. But whereas he's given me good learning fights, and I'm coming on improving every fight. My last fight was against an area champion in Jamie Spate. He's a good fighter. He's boxed on big shows and whatever. So that was a good learning fight as well. Second fight was against a good opponent as well. I just feel like I'm coming on every fight, learning new things every fight, in different situations every fight, and I just keep learning.
So how does this year kind of play out for yourself, and what kind of images or ideas in your head have you got?
Just want to stay busy, as many fights as possible, and that's it, yeah, nothing else, and keep learning.
You mentioned you only fought, obviously, you fought 4 times in less than 12 months last year. Do you envisage maybe having 5 or 6 fights this year, if that's the case?
Yeah, well, this year I've got full 12 months of being a professional. I only got my licence last March, so started a bit late. But yeah, this year I'll hopefully get a few more.
Provided 2020 was to go as planned, you was to continue to win, maybe get yourself to 8, 9, 10-0. Where do you feel you stand with regards to titles? How far away from beginning to challenge for some form of a title do you feel you are?
Well, whenever Jamie and obviously my manager Steve feel I'm ready, I believe in them and I trust my team, so they won't put me in a fight if they didn't think I was going to win. And when they give me them fights, I'll take them.
When you're sparring someone like Frampton, obviously multi-weight world champion, do you feel that you're able to actually operate at a higher level now than what you are? Do you feel you're operating at a good level? What's your thoughts?
I feel like I learned so much off them sort of spars. Out in Vegas as well, I sparred Carl and obviously other world champions and stuff as well. It's just learning and things that they're teaching me, putting them in my own locker and taking it forward into it. When I'm in them situations, using what I've learned in the spars and stuff, and that's it.
I've also got you, just want to get your thoughts on your campmates. Obviously, we mentioned Frampton. He's waiting for news as to what's going to happen with his assault on another world title, looking to become a freeweight world champion. Have you spoken to Carl at all? What's his kind of intentions for the coming year?
He wants to be a world champion again, and the way he's talking, the confidence he's speaking with, I can just feel it. It's going to happen.
Jamal Herring's the name that's being bandied about a lot at the minute. If that fight was to be announced and agreed, how do you think it would play out?
I see Carl giving him a boxing lesson, really. He's a good, tall southpaw, good awkward boxer, but Carl's intelligence and ring IQ, I think, would be too much for him.
And another campmate waiting for his world title shot to be announced, Jack Cattrall, waiting for the WBO to call on him. He's obviously waiting for the Postel fight to pass in a couple of weeks' time. The Ramirez Postel fight to pass in a couple of weeks' time. How do you think Jack's going to fare when he gets his first crack at a world title?
Jack's been waiting a very long time now, but I feel like the longer he waits, the better he gets, the more he's improving, so it's just going to get worse for them. And yeah, I think by the time the fight comes around, he'll be so ready.
How important are these lessons for yourself in boxing? You mentioned Jack waiting, hanging around for his chance. It's obviously been mandatory for a while now. If you reach that level, hopefully you do, if that time comes when you are on the verge of world champion, you maybe get yourself into a mandatory position, or even by British titles or whatever, you may obviously have to wait around for other fights to happen, etc., whatever Jack's having to now. How important are those experiences for you, just to understand how the boxing politics work a little bit more?
Yeah, but like you said, it's not just as easy as get in the ring and fight and win, is it? Because you don't always get the fights you want. As we've seen over the last 10 years, sort of fights that never happen, that should have happened. But it's politics, isn't it? We had that in the amateurs as well, with all the the England and GB set up and whatever. But I literally just take each fight as it comes, and I'm in the gym all year round. I love boxing, and that's why I do it. I don't do it to make loads of money or whatever. If that comes, it comes. That's not what we're chasing titles and dreams that I've had since a young kid.
And then just before I do let you shoot off, because I know the session has just finished, get your thoughts on a couple of fights. Obviously didn't get a chance to catch up with you since, but Ruiz Joshua 2 back in Saudi Arabia last December. What was your thoughts on Anthony Joshua's victory?
I was very, very impressed with him. I never thought he could box like that, and I don't think many people did. And it's not like doubting him or whatever, it's just, we've never seen it before, and yeah, he impressed us, and we've got a world champion again in the heavyweights from England, which is great for us, isn't it?
And finally, in about a month's time, Wilder Fury 2 out in Las Vegas again. Aqib, your thoughts on that one?
Hopefully Fury does him, boxes him and stays sharp and doesn't get put down and stuff as well, because I think that's what cost him last time. Yeah, but obviously he'll take the mistakes he made from his last fight and put him into this fight, what he's learned, and hopefully he gets the job done. And then we've got 2 world champions in the heavyweights in Britain, and hopefully see a big fight.
How big would an AJ Tyson Fury fight be if obviously both of them held world titles?
Oh, it'd be massive, wouldn't it? It's the World Heavyweight Championship. It'd be the biggest thing ever. And just to watch it, and it'd be during our time as boxers as well, it'd be great, wouldn't it? Great for the sport, great for the country.
Well, Aqib, that's perfectly put, and I will leave it there now. I know you're going to shoot off, get some food down you after your session. So, as always, it's been a pleasure to catch up with you. Thank you for your time, as always, and thank you for speaking to myself on Boxing Social.
No worries, cheers, thank you, thanks for coming.